KDB. KDB. That beat is fire.
There's so much to be thankful for. Family, friends, food, and NFL football all week long. And DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping your Thanksgiving week full of action. New customers can bet just $5 on NFL action to score $150 instantly in bonus bets. No matter what your appetite, there's something for you. Money lines, parlays, props, live bets, and so much more. You name it, they've got it. I can't wait to see what my Cowboys do versus the Washington Commanders on Thanksgiving Day. So download the DraftKings Sports app now and use code VOCH, VOCH, VOCH. New customers can bet $5 on NFL Thanksgiving action to score $150 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, using code VOCH, VOCH, VOCH. The crown is yours.
Beats Planet.
Yeah, here we go! Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Chat. What's happening? First and foremost, we must be appropriate here. We must do things the right way. We must do things the right way. Don't forget to Don't forget to bet on those Thanksgiving games. Hey, man, don't forget, man, promo code Voch, man, VOCH. It's Eagles week according to JR. You say no green, nothing. I was tuned in to Will Steele show this morning. He told me I can't even drink green tea up in here.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer.
Listen, man. I understand. The amount of dislike that comes with the Philadelphia Eagles and why you would feel like we can't do no green on Eagles Day. Like, I totally understand. I'm here for you. Voch gets it if nobody else gets it. Tupac cares if don't nobody else care. But dog, I started thinking about it, right? Like, if I was to comply with JR's no green rule, how much green would I have to abide by not indulging in, right? Voch just got paid, my boy. I can't. Hey, JR, you gotta understand. You gotta understand, Jay. You gotta understand. I'm on my little weight loss journey, man. And part of the weight loss journey, one hand you drink a lot of water. You consume a lot of kale, JR. Hey, I'm trying to get, I'm trying to slim it. JR, you got to understand, my guy. The damn Grinch stole Christmas came. Hey, I got, it's a lot of green, JR. I can't just deny myself a green. You know what I mean? Let's get into the show and leave JR alone, man. What about when I go to my white friend's house and they got the green bean casserole? What do I do? I can't let JR control my life like this. But it's all good, man. I appreciate y'all for being here, man. Come on in, get yourself something to drink. I'm Lombardicus, by the way.
Hey, Voch.
VOCHLOMBARDI on all platforms. I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm being point guarded. Actually, pardon me, I'm not being point guarded by my man's Will Skywalker Steele. He's taking care of some house business. He is such a soldier. He tried to come into work anyway. I say, sir, before I was working for the Volume, I used to be a YouTuber. I got this. Plus, I had planned on rambling to my audience over some film anyway, man. So, hey, kick off your shoes, relax your feet, take your day off, but we will shout you out. Will still.
Santa Claus on the ceiling. Big Willie chilling. Pinch the Grinch for being a holiday villain.
Y'all follow him on social medias, Skywalker, Steele. Me and him do a lot of collaborative work and real life collaborative work on this YouTube. And hey, man, we starting to put this thing together over on the Twitter side also. So, chat, this is what I was thinking about today, right? And I was gonna run it past y'all just to kind of get a feel for what y'all had felt. I had totally planned on coming in here and rambling today, right? Not even like rambling, right? But I got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 film clips that I wanted to show y'all. I got 10 film clips that I wanted to show y'all. And I've paired that with 7 quotes from our coaches, Mike McCarthy, Dan Quinn, and Brian Schottenheimer. And that could be a little lengthy. Like I said, it's not rambling, but it could be a little lengthy there. I shut down the phones because I do have to be out by 5 today. That's okay. I do have to be out by 5. And I want to kick these phones up, man, just to kind of hear from y'all, because I feel like it's, I don't always give y'all a chance to come in and chop it up and express yourselves. And sometimes y'all be at work. Sometimes y'all be at your side chick house and y'all don't really get an opportunity to tap in with the show. and all that. So chat, is phone something that y'all want to do today? Because if not, we can run these coaches clips. We can run this film and we can boogie. I could be out by 5. But you know, if y'all would like to have some responsibility of getting in the phone and getting the hell out before we get to 5, then we can do that also. I will leave that up to y'all. Y'all let me know. I'm not trying to stop it. That's what I was trying to play. Okay, it's up to y'all though. But we're gonna do the film regardless. But I just want to know what y'all think of that. What do y'all think, chat? How y'all doing that? Let me get my remote control so I can cut on my remote control fan. People saying film like I ain't doing film. We're doing film regardless. We're doing film regardless. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm a real one, right? And I just understand content. just a little bit. Hang tight. I can't find my mouse. Okay, there you go. Here we go. All right, boom.
There are 2 participants in the conference. The recording has started.
Call in. I know what to do. I'm a content king. Call into the show 202-926-1127, access code 309-104. I know what to do here with our content, with our beloved contents today. We're gonna get through this film though, so if y'all want to not wait around so much and call in after we get done with the film and the coaches clips, that's on y'all. But tap in with me, okay? Let's do this. One thing that I gotta say before we get going here, before we get too started, we should be incredibly lucky that we have Dak Prescott as our quarterback. We should be incredibly grateful that we have a quarterback that we can be proud of in Dak Prescott. And I say this for a couple of reasons, chat. I say this because people have, struggles with their quarterbacks for many different reasons, right? Like some teams have bad quarterbacks, but they may be like good dudes or whatever, right? Like you may have the Baker Mayfield complex, right? To where like he's solid. You love his personality, but he's not going to get you to where you want to go, right? You may have a quarterback like, he's talented, but he doesn't do all the quarterback things, and he's young, and you have a good team. You may not have all the opportunity to raise and groom him as a quarterback because you're trying to win right now. The Jets going through that right now with Zach Wilson. You may have a quarterback that's actually good, but you don't know why he can't win, like Justin Herbert or something. You know what I mean? You may have a quarterback that's incredible, but your team ain't really put all together. So you got to figure out how to win with him. Talking about Josh Allen or something like that. You may have a great system and fantastic supporting players, and you got a quarterback that could win games, but you may not know how good your quarterback really is. I mean, you may have the Tua Tagovailoa situation. How much y'all trying to pay Tua? Some teams end up in a situation where their quarterback have like a really good year, and everybody else telling you don't pay him, but they pay him that money anyway long term. You might be in a Daniel Jones New York Giants situation. You can name these scenarios for each and every quarterback, and you can find a reason why you should be grateful for your quarterback, because these other teams have some problem about theirs, right? How about this? You can have a quarterback that's good, but his off the field shit may be a little strange. That motherfucker nasty as hell off the field, but you feel like he may play good, but you sign him to some money, he don't even play all that good. It's just questions. It's questions, my guy. It's just, and look, Geno Smith can go in that Daniel Jones category, right? It's a lot of reasons why you'll have a quarterback and not feel great about him. It's a lot of reasons why you'll have a quarterback and not feel great about their quarterback, But when we look at Dak Prescott and what we have, and it's crazy, there's still Cowboy fans that poo-poo and talk a little shit on Dak Prescott. It's crazy because he's given us the on-the-field play. He's given us the leadership. He don't crash his car into like some residential neighborhood or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? He don't do nothing off brand. He cool as, he cool as shit. I mean, look at, he's cool, right? He's friends with Voch Lombardi. I'm friends with him. He ain't friends with me. He don't really know I exist, but you know, I shook his hand a couple times. Like just fantastic dude in general. Like we don't have to worry about like no scandal with Dak Prescott, right? He's playing the best football in the league right now. Dak, look, the Cowboys, hey, look, they can hate all they want. Dallas Cowboys quarterback is playing the best quarterback in the league right now. Aaron Rodgers is a friend. He's Sharon Stone's cousin. And he's the 23 Walter Payton Man of the Year. So it's like 22. Like what? Yes. Well, it is.
Yes.
I hit that button on accident, but that's real life. So let's be grateful for what's going on here, man. Let's just be grateful for what we got going on here, man. I was looking at the NFL put out a clip, and I was looking at the NFL film inside the NFL. There we go. It comes on the CW. If I ain't got CW, I just got to go on, you know, YouTube and YouTube TV and go find it and watch all the clips and not watch nothing else. But it captured this conversation that Dak was having with Tyler Biadasz. And if I had to guess what that conversation was about, I would assume that Dak and company wanted to like really tempo the offense up. But when you tempo the offense up, you still got 300-pound people on your offensive line. You got 5 of them, and they may get a little exhausted, and that may affect their play. So in between, you know, whistles in between, it may be a, you know, TV timeout or something. Dak was having a conversation with his guys, man, like, hey, you know, maybe I just decided to go fast right there, but hey, if y'all exhausted, let me know. Because I could say, hey, we won't turn up the tempo. I'll give you an opportunity to catch your breath so that you can be, you know, you can be good to go, and we straight. But just let me know. You can say no. Hey, you can say no. He looked at his offensive line. He looked at Tyler Biadasz. He said, you can say no. I'm just assuming what's going on. I don't know. This is just me as a center. I've had conversations like this before. You can say no. That's what this huddle is. That's what this huddle is. As a quote, that's crazy. Now, I'm gonna give further context when I watch the show tonight inside the NFL. It's gonna come up. This is not an endorsement, whatever. They ain't paying me to say this, but I watch them every week. I'm gonna watch it and really get the whole context of the clip. Watch before, watch after, and really see what they was talking about there. But if I had to guess, I think that's what they was talking about. But the whole idea of it was, hey man, this is our huddle. This is our huddle. That's what our huddle is. You can come to me and be like, hey, let's slow the tempo down. I'm exhausted. And when I catch my breath, boom, we can go kick their ass. Brandon Cooks can come to Dak and be like, hey, man, I need XYZ. Come find me. CeeDee already, you know, we know CeeDee Lamb knock on doors, but like, hey, come find me. Ferguson coming to Dak saying, trust me. Dak going back to school and make like, hey, man, I know you had a drop right there. I know you had the drop right there, but don't worry about it. I'm going right back to you. Like, man, just that dude, great leader, playing the best quarterback in the world right now. Not going crazy at the massage spot. Like it's like that dude in general. Man, what a dude, man. We should just be grateful, bro. We should just be grateful. Anyway, let's get into it. Got some coaches clips for y'all. I started off with Dak Prescott. Cool, let's do that. Let's do this. Mike McCarthy was asked about Dak Prescott, and after that, we'll run some film and talk about him.
I'm sure you guys have internal metrics and things like that, but Pro Football Focus ranks him as the best in terms of the least turnover-worthy passes or plays or whatever. What is kind of
going from leading the league in turnovers, and then all of a sudden, how we grade quarterback play, just turnovers don't even matter no more. Hey, look, Dak is such a trailblazer. Look, when nobody wants to throw turnovers, he throw them. When turnovers are cool, this motherfucker lead the league in least turnover worthy plays. Like, what a guy. What a guy. Nelly said it on Pimp Juice. I got a fade. Everybody got ways, and now I'm switching to phase, and I'm thinking about ways. Like, come on, man. Go ahead, finish asking Mike McCarthy the question, dog.
In terms of the least turnover-worthy passes or plays or whatever, what has kind of allowed him to be so good in terms of security?
Well, I mean, it's just the discipline, the connection with his teammates, understanding of the offense. He has total command, and it's something we frequently speak about. He needs to own the offense, starting with the cadence, the huddle command.
Here we go!
Communication, the process during the week. And obviously, it always comes down to how you perform. And he has that personality. He has that clear understanding. I clearly feel strongly where he is and where he's developed. But frankly, I'm excited about where these guys can go offensively. And it starts with his command and ownership.
Hey, man, I hear a lot of buzzwords like that from these coaches, man. His command, his ownership, his confidence and things like that. But I would love to ask a quarterback. I would love to ask a quarterback coach. I would love to just ask somebody that's way better than me, right? And just be like, man, like how much does command and confidence really, play a role in this thing, right? Like, of course it does. Of course, command and confidence plays a role in this. But I feel like wasn't Dak always this confident character? Wasn't he always this confident character? Wasn't the problem last year that Dak was too damn confident? Wasn't that the issue? Wasn't that the problem? Wasn't that the problem? That Dak was too damn confident, that he had too much command, that he felt like he could make every single throw. Wasn't that the problem? Something different has happened to Dak Prescott, chat. I remember Dak making this throw in the game, dog, and I was like, okay, that's just a little miscue from Dak there. Dak probably didn't want to make that throw. Dak probably didn't want to do that. How off target was that? That could have been an interception. And man, we go back and watch this shit, man. Pardon my language if anybody don't like the cussing, but that's how Dak made me talk sometimes, right? Dak started doing shit like that. Man, I got questions, bro. CeeDee Lamb didn't make this catch, and that's okay. But the confidence to throw it and the ball placement / accuracy to get it there. I don't want people to think about Dak and his lack of turnovers, right? Because Dak Dak has an incredible lack of turnovers right now. Just keep it a buck with you. I don't want people to look at Dak's lack of turnovers and think, oh, well, Dak just out here throwing safe passes. He out here dinking and dunking. Bullshit. Dak is moving the ball. He's getting it downfield. He's finding tight windows. And every single week, chat, and look, I watch the film every single week, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. Every single week, I look at the film and I go, yo, Dak just threw a dime to XYZ. Dak just threw a dime to insert player. Dak just threw a dime to whatever character. Man, Dak ain't out here keeping it safe. Look, then when Dak started doing shit like this, hold on, this is actually a design quarterback run, right? But we just talking about temperament. We just talking about attitude. And people forget Dak's still big as hell, cornerbacks. And Dak started looking at you. Hold on, cameraman. You got too much dip on your chip, cameraman. And Dak started looking at him like this. And he started shrugging. And he started looking at you crazy. He said, that's it? That's your tackle? That's your attempt? That's your attempt? Chad, Dak Prescott losing his mind right now. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. He's doing it with confidence. He's doing it with great vengeance and furious anger. And it's rubbing off on his guys. CeeDee Lamb starting to talk shit. He's starting to do his little... CeeDee Lamb always been a little swaggy confident, but even Brandon Cook started to talk a little crazy to the characters now. Jake Ferguson, who's been relatively quiet on the field, now he gets... It's infectious. It's infectious. Big plays are infectious. Attitude and shit talk is infectious. and it's rubbing off. Well, let me just see what Brian Schottenheimer was talking about. I just said click play. Let's see what Brian Schottenheimer was talking about.
It's been a couple weeks since we talked to you, and obviously Dak was out then, and he's still.
Okay, so we're gonna listen to Clarence Hill ask this question to Schottenheimer about Dak Prescott. We're gonna keep talking about this.
It's been a couple weeks since we talked to you, and obviously Dak was out then, and he's still seemingly hot now. You talk about momentum. Is it momentum? Is he in the zone, or is this just who he is?
I just think he's so comfortable. He's comfortable with where he's at as a player. He's comfortable with the system. He's comfortable with the guys playing around him.
Man, but what does that mean? Because he's been comfortable. What does that mean? What does that mean he's been comfortable? To where he's going crazy in the deep ball touchdown department, but we're not getting the turnovers. What does that mean?
I know he'll be the first to say one of the huge things for us has been the play of our offensive line.
That's fair. But even when the offensive line was bad, Dak was going crazy. The offensive line has gotten much better, sure. But Dak could be out here running for his life and he'll do something ridiculous. I got questions.
The thing about them is they don't get the gaudy stats like some of the receivers or skill guys can get, but those guys are playing so well right now for us up front that's helping him feel very comfortable, very confident. But it speaks to him as a worker, the way he works, the way he prepares. I've never been around another guy that works as hard as he does. He's just constantly asking questions and constantly having reminders and tips for the group, and the dialogue's just been awesome. Like it's really fun to be around him during the week and talk about the flexibility of the scheme and how we want to move and adjust. And then, like we've talked about before on game day, just the same guy, man. Like doesn't matter score, doesn't matter time of the game. He's just the same guy every day, and you appreciate that for a guy that has to play the position at a high level in this business.
What a guy! What a guy! I think it got to be a little more than just offensive line, chat. I think it has to be a little more than just offensive line, chat. Hey, just to let y'all know that we not playing, we not BSing, we not nonsensing here. We've given away another jersey. Shouts out to Coyote. He's probably in the chat right now. Another confirmed jersey giveaway. He actually got a jersey and a free shirt. So a Micah jersey and a Dak shirt, I believe. Or was it is one or the other? But he asked for one thing. Well, he ain't asked for it. But he won one thing, but he got some complimentary free. So shouts out to Coyote, Marcus Harrison, yours is on the way. Or check the mail. It might be that today. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. But these giveaways legit. Whether we giving away some bread, taking up some cash shots, whether we handing out jerseys, we do not fool around, chat. We are not lying when we giving away some goodies here, So next time when we passing out food stamps, man, hey, look, believe us. Put your name in the hat. But Dak is going crazy. Dak is going crazy right now. He's super confident, and he's you'll listen to Dak say it. Schottenheimer said, Mike McCarthy said, they'll say that the ultimate answer is, hey, we're confident. He feels great, but then they'll mention the offensive line and how good they're playing. Somebody asked Mike McCarthy, how does he feel about Tyron Smith and how the rest of his offensive line is doing right now? Mike had this to say.
Hey, left tackle, obviously it's played very well. It's graded odd high, so. I think that clearly, your left tackle position, when you don't have to help it, is, that I think that clearly tells you what the impact it gives you as an offense. I think the fact that all 5 of our linemen have been able to now stack games together is huge, and it's definitely a big part of some of the success that we're having on offense.
Now, Chad, let's not get this mistaken, man. Hey, Tyron Smith is playing an incredible part of his career right now. People are asking me, how do we win shirts? Hey, you just got to tune into the show and not miss shows, brother. Ain't that how you win? Just not miss shows? Because if we do the giveaway and you missing the show, shit. Just don't miss shows. Hey, just be around. It's funny how we'll do all these other giveaways, and we may get some traffic here and there. I say, hey man, I got the food stamps coming. Everybody want to know, hey, where to get the food stamps? Hey, y'all need them groceries, man. Let me cut this on while I talk about some film real quick. I just wanted to highlight Tyron Smith and how great he's been. But I also want to have a discussion about his hands. Tyron Smith got so much confidence in his technique, so much confidence in his hands, so much power in his hands. Explosion in his hands, right? We're just gonna do some offensive line stuff. Chat, y'all don't mind? Do y'all mind if we do some O-line stuff? You hear what I say? Y'all mind we do some O-line stuff?
Yeah, here we go.
Let's do some O-line stuff. We ain't doing nothing else, chat. All right. One thing that I was saying about Tyron Smith, I said on my Patreon every single week. I was saying on my Patreon every single week, and then I come in here when I do talk O-line with y'all. When I do talk O-line with y'all, we do kind of here we go. We do kind of talk about this. Everybody on the offensive line from left guard and over, I think they all kind of got their technique that they feel comfortable with. They may have one move, two moves, but no more than three. I feel like Tyron Smith has this array of 20 or so pass rush moves, and I depend on the interest of it, I may do a video where I just go through some film and I just find the multiple pass rush techniques of Tyron Smith. I think that'll be a fun thing to do. Let's run this play. We're watching Tyron Smith, by the way. Let's run this play and then we'll get into a conversation. We'll get into a conversation about what we're doing here, okay? So Tyron Smith, he's been doing it his whole life, right? But particularly in the film of this year, he's been high-handing, low-handing the shit out y'all. And it's starting to get ridiculous. Now, what's the point of high hand, low hand, right? It's to get you to turn into a certain direction that I want you to turn in. If I can find OBS and if I can find my little camera, got my little camera, cool. It's kind of like driving a car, right? And if you listen to certain coaches, they would liken it to that. Driving a car, steering the wheel, right? So if you're rushing to my outside, I might want to go big here. It's okay. Not right there. If you're rushing to my outside or my left, which is my outside, if I'm the left tackle here, then you want your high hand to be the side that the outside player is, right? The outside defender is. So if my defender is outside, then my high hand is my left hand. If I'm tearing Steele and my defender is to my right side, then my high hand is my right hand, right? We want to be powerful with our high hand, but we want to control and redirect and guide and support with our low hand. That low hand can fall on the hip. It could fall on the fat little love handle. It could fall on the elbow tricep. It could fall on the armpit. I'm gonna show y'all all examples of this. We're just having a conversation. So if you want to go to my outside, I'm punching you high in your shoulder to turn you a little bit. If you walking towards me and I put my hand in the middle of your chest, you'll stop square at me. But if you walking towards me and I put my hand up here, then you'll turn this way. Or if I put my hand up here, you'll turn this way, right? That's the whole point of high hand, low hand. So if you working, you don't need to see me. If you working to Tyron Smith's outside, his thing that he's trying to do, what he's trying to get you to do is to square up with him or to get away from where you're trying to go. This is so important with this with these two pass pro plays. Say that 5 times fast. With these two pass pro plays that I'm trying to show you right here. So we got 55. I think that's Draymond Jones. He's rushing to Tyron's outside. Boom. We're trying to high hand you to work you inside to make you more square with Tyron, right? Let's just let it play and then we'll come back and break it down here. Let's let it play and then we'll come back and we're going to break this thing down here. All right. So like I said, high hand, boom, 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 working high. And if I show you the opposite side here, let me see. You can actually see Tyron's inside hand going to the landmarks, right? Support landmarks, right? Bop, 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 bop. Under the armpit, right around the titty, the love handle, the elbow, the tricep. These are all plays where you want to guide somebody. But the key is that first punch. Tyron Smith on your right side here. He's the left tackle. That first strike is that matters, right? And then, if you Draymond Jones, you can do whatever you got to do to try to get free from that. But as long as Tyron is strong in the direction that you're going and he's guiding you with his low hand, there's nothing that you could do. There's nothing that you could do. There's nothing that you could do. And then he's going to move his feet fantastically. Let me go back to my other angles. So y'all can see him anchor. Y'all can see him anchor. Y'all can see him drop his butt, really sit down and stop Draymond right there. Boy, it's Rap City after that. Boy, it's Rap City after that. You feel me? Let's go watch another Tyron Smith play. That I chose this play, and it's much more of a fight from Draymond, but that's why I think it's so important on Tyron, because all these techniques that I just told y'all, Tyron is doing them on the fly. Take a look at him on the left side, then we're going to rewind. We're going to have a long conversation about what's going on here. Now, here we go. But wait.
Yeah, here we go.
So you got Draymond Jones working to Tyron's outside. Same concept, right? Kick, fap. Bop. But Draymond's going to do a good job of fighting that hand, right? He's going to do a good job of trying to defeat Tyron Smith to not get that outside hand on. Hey, look, shouts out to Draymond Jones. He did a fantastic job. But Tyron Smith ain't just going to let you, he ain't just going to let you slap his hand. Tyron Smith is going to fight to get that hand back in position. And he does. And he does. And look, if you're in my Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi, what you will see is Tyron will either go for that high shoulder, or he'll just put his big ass pits, his big ass paws on your neck, right? He'll just put them big ass hands on your neck, not really choking you. It's really for that high shoulder pad area, right in that neck area. But if you want to fight, you'll end up getting choked and you'll stop. Look, if somebody choking you, you just stop moving forward. That's just the rules. That's the rules. Tyron Smith is going to go for the high choke. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to get a slap. Tyron is going to double and triple react. Boom, boom, boom. Slap, triple react, hands up high. This is what Draymond's going to do, right? Draymond's doing a good job of fighting Tyron Smith here. He's going to continue to hand fight and try to spin back inside, right? But chat, what I tell y'all, if you're going inside, I just think this is so impressive from Tyron Smith. Let me go back to me. Boom. If you're coming outside, then this is what I'm going to high hand you with, right? But if you're coming to my inside, now I need to switch high hands, right? Let's take a look at Tyron Smith. You're going inside. Tyron has switched his high hand. Now Tyron's high hand is his right and his support is his left. Let me go right here. Tyron on the right side of your screen here, your left tackle. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to go through. Draymond's going to spin. Bam. Now we switch sides and now you can really get a good angle of Tyron Smith's support hand inside, right? So you can move around on Tyron Smith. And I say this, and this is so important to me, because if you do a whole bunch of moves with Tyler Biadasz and Terrence Steele, you're going to whoop us. If Tyler Biadasz got to read and react, boy, it is a wrap. If Terrence Steele got to read and react, we're going to have some trouble. But I just think it's so important that Tyron Smith, even at this point in his life, his hands are working with his feet. His eyes are working with his hands. Look at this balance right here, right? Draymond's gonna spin. Tyron's not leaning. He actually is gonna fall back a little bit, right? Look at his balance. Because look, offensive lineman, right? We always talk about an O-line where you don't want to be a guy that's leaning forward. You don't want to be a guy that's playing over your knees, shoulder pads over your hands on your knees. If you leaning forward, he could just pull you and you fall forward. But if you back, chest is big, hands up in the holster, leaning back, you'll never lean forward because your balance is more oriented to the back, right? We can see that from Tyron Smith. I can teach high schoolers and college players with just this one film. Keep your head back. Keep your head out of there. Keep fighting with your hands. Look at Tyron Smith right. Look at this right hand right here. Look at Tyron Smith's right hand right here. I told you when somebody's trying to work to your inside, that's when your inside hand needs to be most strong. So now that inside hand is the high hand, and look at that grip. Look at that grip Tyron Smith is putting on Draymond goofy ass. Perfect bend of his elbow, perfect bend of the knees, perfect leverage, perfect not leaning forward and leaning backwards. It's going crazy. Somebody saying something bad about Terrence Steele. I don't want to look at Terrence Steele. I'm looking at Tyron Smith. I also wanted to show one more play because I thought this was fun. I thought this was just a cool little play to look at. Take a look at your left side, Tyron and Tyler. Just take a look at what they're doing in the run game, by the way. Listen, Chad, let me tell you something. If anything go bad in the run game, go find your center. If anything go bad in the run game, go find your center. It ain't your right guard. And I would say 6 times out of 10, it could be Terrence. I say 4 times out of 10, it could be Terrence. When something bad happens, I give Terrence about 30% fault if something bad happened in the run game. But your left side is straight. Take a look at Tyron Smith right here. Look at the angle that he takes. Cutting the hip off. Boom. Working you to the outside. Driving your feet. Not getting penetration. Moving you off the line of scrimmage. Take a look at Tyler Smith. Tyler is even better at it. Tyler get people off their feet. Tyler Smith get people off their feet. But we ain't here to look at Tyler Smith today. I just wanted to break down. What Tyron was doing. Hey man, that's why when we're in the Patreon and we're watching these running backs and maybe the running back went through the wrong gap, the wrong hole or something, I tell the running back, I was like, hey man, go find 73. Go find your left side, bro. This ain't gotta be difficult. You ain't gotta be a hero or nothing, But it is what it is, man. They asked Brian Schottenheimer about the tight end position. Dan Quinn was talking about how tough it is to cover tight ends and how important they can be to your offense. And I always feel like, you take these top tier quarterbacks, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Roethlisberger, whoever you want to pick. They all have this tight end that they paired with. And that tight end just, ended up, hey, as long as that quarterback was here, that tight end was great. I think Jake Ferguson could be that guy for Dak. Jake Ferguson is a guy that can catch a pass at the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 18 and turn that bit to a first down. That's kind of stuff Jake does. They asked Brian Schottenheimer about your tight end, Jake Ferguson. Brian had this to say.
Well, in this day and era where you're getting so much what we call shell coverage or quarters, umbrella, stuff like that, they do have the ability to double receivers and take guys away. And usually most tight ends work in those intermediate areas, right? They work in between the hashes. They work in between the numbers, usually somewhere from that 5 to 15-yard range. And the thing about Fergie is he has the ability to do that, but he's also a vertical threat that people don't give him credit for. Like, I know we ran like a version of 4 verts a couple weeks ago against, it was before Seattle. The games all run together, but he made a great Washington, made a great play down the middle of the field on that play. And, tight ends are what a lot of people call safety blankets for quarterbacks, just because they're in those voided zones that become available. But there's still a confidence. Like when you throw the ball in those areas, there's almost tighter windows because there's limited space. If you're throwing the ball outside on the Autobahn to a receiver versus a corner, there's more space. You feel a bit more comfortable turning it loose sometimes, whereas inside, it's truly a trust throw. And, you saw the trust with the throw against Jamal the other day. Just, he had one-on-one, and he wasn't going to pass that opportunity up.
Does he also, Dan?
So let's just take a look at this, right? Let's just take a look at this, chat. They was talking about Jake Ferguson and all, and this is my favorite Jake Ferguson play. I don't want to say Jake Ferguson play of the year, but definitely of this game. I could do a highlight film session of Jake Ferguson here. I'll cut this back on. If y'all want to read this with me, by the way, let me just show y'all how to read these. I know there's many of y'all that know how to read these, but there may not be a person that know how to read these, right? This just look like some screen with some chairs with some fans, right? But this is the scoreboard. This is how we keep track of where we at, where we at watching the film in the game, right? So this very early in the game. It's the first quarter, 6 minutes, 33 seconds left. But what's important to me, all on the 20, and it's 3rd and 15. Now, chat, don't ask me how the hell we got in 3rd and 15. Honestly, I don't know. But I'm going to actually tweet this video later. This Jake Ferguson play is so impressive. This play is so this I love this Jake Ferguson play so much because 2 things happen in this play that I ain't never seen Dalton Schultz do. So chat, I don't have my markers right now, but just in case you can't find Jake Ferguson, he's a white guy. It's okay. But he's lined up in the tight end spot and he's displaced off the line of scrimmage, right? Like he's not right next to Tyron Smith where he's an inline tight end, but he's slightly displaced. He's still a tight end, He's just in his, wide receiver stance. He's just slightly displaced. Take a look at Jake Ferguson right here. He's going to help. He's going to be a help guy with Tyron Smith. He's going to crack down on 52. He's going to, I believe it's to the flats, and then he's going to get the first down here. Let's watch Jake Ferguson right here. Let's just watch him. Man, y'all can't tell me shit, bro. Y'all can't tell me nothing about no damn Dalton Schultz, bro. And look, man, shouts out to Dalton Schultz and all the money. He what the $3 million, $6 million he making. Shouts out, bro. What a play. What a play. Here's Jake Ferguson right here. Just take a look at Jake Ferguson, bro. Making a miss. Dog, man. Dalton Schultz never cracked down on a D end. And that motherfucker. Yo, son, I wish I had the damn cartoon falling down sound. Can I find that? Is that findable on YouTube? Can I do that? Let me see. Cartoon stumble sound. Chat, y'all know the sound I'm talking about? Let me see. Run, slip, and crash. Oh, chat. That's the one. Oh, chat. That's the one. Chat. Oh, God. Jake Ferguson had this. Jake had this boy called. I gotta do it one more time. I just gotta do it. Wait a minute, I gotta do it one more time. Let me set it up. Wait a minute, I gotta do it one more time. And then he get up and just proceeds to just yak these people. I mean, come on, man. That's my tight end one. I think he need more touches. Man. Oh, no. Oh, man. What we at left, man? What a guy. What a guy, man. All right. Let's get back into these coaches, see what they talk about. But long story short, man, Jake Ferguson is very important to what we do here. Very important. Someone asked Dan Quinn, what's it like for Mike McCarthy to be your head coach and win all these games in December? Thought that was a pretty interesting question to be asking Dan Quinn. Let's see what Dan Quinn had to say about that.
I think Mike's got great, big picture, long view, where sometimes as an assistant or a player, you stay into the moment of what you're going to do for this game or this matchup. And so for him, of laying out the whole thing of how we're going to go and, how we'll play it. And then he's worked us a lot in terms of how we want to go and how we want to play and our play style to go. So he never backs off of that. And I think as the season goes on, you can get caught up in a scheme here or scheme there, but he stays very, very consistent in terms of our play style, offensively, defensively, and special teams. And I think it's nice to always have something to go hang your hat on. This is how we get it on, whether it's September, October, December, and he's excellent at that.
I think we got to give Mike McCarthy a lot more credit. I think we just have to continue to pour on even more credit for Mike McCarthy, man, because this dude identifies the issues, corrects them, and he's willing to change what he does. They're never going to tell us publicly. I do have a plan about how we can get close to Dak Prescott. We, meaning me and Will Steele. I can't get y'all close to Dak Prescott. I can only look out for me and Will Steele. We try and get the interview. I can't promise y'all gonna get close to him. But I just have a plan about how I'm gonna get close to him. And not that I'm gonna do it in a messy way, but just way down the line. after some rapport has been built, a couple of seasons have gone by. You know, we win a Super Bowl or two.
Did you hear what I said?
And I just want to ask Dak, hey, bro, keep it a buck with your boy Voch, man. Keep it a buck with your boy Voch, man. In 2023, what you say to him, bro? What did you and CeeDee say to him? You know? Because, one, you have to give our guys credit for, you know, identifying that and bringing it to Mike McCarthy. But, man, as a head coach, man, head coach is an ego game. A lot of these coaches got egos, bro. So, one, Mike McCarthy can look at his quarterback and his wide receiver and go, hey, man, what y'all saying? I feel you. Let's do this to fix it. Let's do X, Y, Z to fix it. Brandon Cook, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, Jake Ferguson, Tony Pollard. But even the idea of, hey, we've been hearing about Sean Payton coming to take your job, Mike McCarthy. We've been hearing about Dan Quinn coming to take your job. You gonna let Dan Quinn leave, or you gonna leave him around? Hey, he dangerous when he in the room with you, coach. And he was like, man, F all that, man. My defense need that dude, bro. And I just want to give Mike McCarthy his flowers, bro. I just want to give Mike McCarthy his flowers, bro, because, you know, some coaches would just sit up here and do the same shit over and over again until, you know, something happens. But if I can give Mike credit for anything, he's incredibly proactive. And let's go through 3 more pieces of film. And after that, we're going to play clock game on the phones. Everybody, this is your last opportunity to call into the phones. We're going to play a little bit of clock game today. I got to get out before 5. I definitely want JR to call in one time for the for the content, if JR still tuned in or whatever. I'm not gonna clock game him for real, because he's gonna bring content to our life. But everybody else, if y'all want to tap into the show, call in 202-926-1127, access code 309104. Let's listen to Dan Quinn tell us about Demarcus Lawrence and how important he's been to this defense.
Like when those big plays have to happen, and quite honestly, some of them are in these smaller windows, and he's got such good instincts to jump outside, move inside, where the ball is going to go, and he just about always comes through on those, and it's one of the things I really admire about him. But those kind of toughness plays, it's a 4th and 2, it's 4th and 1, when he's got such good quickness that he can hit a gap, and when those moments happen, he's hard to stop. And I think part of it goes to his instincts and experience of playing. Okay, this is that time. This is the play we talked about. This is the look that we talked about. And he's able to recall those and knowing when to take a shot and when not to, because it'd be irresponsible just, hey, I'm going to go outside because I felt something. But for him, he usually has a pretty good sense of where it's been. I've seen it on the goal line. I've seen it backed up. I've seen it in these 3rd and 4th down moments. So those are those times that it's law time for sure.
So let's get into it, y'all. Let's go ahead and show a handful of plays. Handful of plays from Demarcus Lawrence that stood out to me a little bit. All right. After this, we're gonna get to the phones. Love y'all to peace. Go ahead, call in. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't calling in, doing nothing. All right. Let's take a look at him. Demarcus Lawrence is number 90. Y'all know what number he is. We'll watch these plays. I got 4 of them. Pardon me. Let's just take a look at them, and I'll come back and tell y'all this what happened in them. Yo, I thought this was so, like, you know. What I like to do during draft season, Miles getting his ass shoved, boy. God damn. Miles gonna get that peanut butter. It ain't gonna never happen to him again. In the draft season, what I like to do is when I'm watching a player, I'll pick one player that kind of one play that summarizes who that dude is, what that player is, and skill set and all that. If I was doing a draft profile on Demarcus Lawrence in 2023, this will be the play that I show y'all that'll summarize who he is as a player. He's gonna take on that double. It's really a combo. We're gonna call it double today because he worked right back into the combo. He's gonna work into that combo, tight end and right tackle. Boom. Right tackle's gonna leave. Right. D-Law is gonna identify what's going on in the backfield. I think out of his sheer violence, he accidentally frees up. Hold on. He accidentally frees up Marquise Bell from this right tackle here. Accidentally gets double teamed again, gets off the double, and makes the play on the running back. Let's watch it one more time without stops. This is all violence and want to right here. This is all violence in 1-2 right here, man. Man, I was talking to one of my media friends, man. I won't say who they are. I was talking to one of my media friends, and they was talking about. I was talking about. And he was all like, man, you know, if I can have a defense with 11 D-laws, you gonna go far, bro. You gonna go places. I'm like, man, I agree. Where's that damn time machine, my guy? 41-36. Let's watch D-Law on this play. He's on your left side here. Let's see what he does. Effort. Stand the fight. I really like this because, one, he kind of staying at home. He's just condensing C-gap really heavy. But if everybody's going to work that direction, he's running it down, but I like how he's still the last defender at the end. So if the running back cuts back like they do, if Charbonnet cuts back like he ends up doing, then D-Law with just great vengeance, effort, and furious anger just takes over on this play. Also, Osa and Jonathan Hankins all get busy on this play. Fantastic work here. Fantastic work from D-Law. There's a lot of people that get misunderstood from D-Law because he don't show up in the numbers like that. You know, you look in the game log and the post game sheets, and you don't really see D-Law a bunch. Like this play is not going to show up in the stat sheet. Hurrying Geno Smith is not going to show up in the stat sheet. Swimming the right tackle, boom. Not biting on the actual play fake, bam. And getting in Geno's face. Getting in the motherfucker face. Causing an errant throw. And this is the big play. Like, this was the play of the game on defense, by the way. Let me see what this was. This was 4th and 1. When Dallas really needed to stop and we was trying to go up and score, and nobody was stopping Dallas from scoring. And it was 4th and 1, man. We really needed that stop. Take a look at D-Law on the right side here, man. Play that shit in silencio. Cut the music off. That's madness, bro. That's just madness, bro. That's just nonsense, bro. That's smoothness to work inside, but he know he got to get flat and get to the runner. Because if he don't get there, there's a lot of open space just there. But he really tears up B and A gap. Steps inside, then makes the play. Man, come on, dog. D-Law's a dude, man. D-Law's a dude. I'm glad we got him. And he healthy. I don't know what the hell kind of witchcraft we done to keep D-Law healthy, but his ass done played, 3 seasons in a row without getting hurt? If y'all want to watch more film, man, tap into my Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi, man. We do some fun work over there, man. All right, let's lock up the phones.
The conference has been locked.
So this is what we're going to do. We got 6 callers and Miss Dorothy on the phone. We're going to let Miss Dorothy go first, but we're not going to clock game Miss Dorothy. Because I'm a gentleman.
It's fact. Yes. A similar event did take place.
Y'all can learn something from it,
right.
You know?
You were right.
Our research found a published report of a similar story.
But when the rest of y'all characters get on here, we're going to clock game the hell out you, dog. But it is what it is. Let's get into it, though. Thank y'all for calling in. Let's tap into it. Let's get started. Miss Dorothy, how you doing?
How you doing, Voch? How's everything going?
Let me tell you something. You just put such a smile on my face. That was such a loving greeting. I felt like you really care about how I'm doing right now, Miss Dorothy. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing just fine. I'm doing even lovely that Dak is what? In his zone. I've been waiting on this. He's in his zone. But anyway, Voch, the reason why I called, I'm a little afraid of San Francisco. But I'm really not. You know why?
Why is that?
Because when they beat us, Dak was not in his zone. Bring on them sleazy 49ers. I see you in jail. I'm out. Have a great day, Doc.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Dorothy. You have a good one. I tell you what.
You too.
I love that to pieces. Boy, you ain't gonna see me in jail. I'm scared too. I'm scared. Hey, instead of committing crime, I'm gonna be hiding under my bed. I ain't even gonna be watching the game. You hear me? She say I'm not scared of the 49ers. I am. But I do agree. I do agree with her assessment. Dak Prescott now was not the Dak Prescott then. So we got to see what that looks like. You know, we have to see what that looks like. It can't be 3. It can't be 3. Lisa say, see you in jail. Look, you and Dorothy go to jail. I ain't going. I'm not. No. Now, what I need to happen is I need for San Francisco to have to play 2 other teams before they run into us. And then possibly, you know, I'll probably feel a little better about dealing with them. But boy. Hey, man, go let Seattle play him. Go let Detroit play him. Go let Philly run into him or something. You know what I mean? Let us get them last when they tired and wore out. Now, the rest of y'all characters is on clock games. Let me pull out the Celia. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull out the Celia. Fuster King says, me and Okoye going live at 5:30. So that's 4:30 in Central Time, I imagine. If anybody wants to get on. So Fuster King and Okoye Media are going to be hosting the show at 4:30. It's 5:30, so I'm assuming that's Eastern Time. So if they're live by the time we're done here, then we'll go give them a raid and support what they're trying to do. All right. Let's get I was pulling on my clock for I almost forgot. Let's chat. What's a good time for clock game today? Because we're not in a rush because it's 4:05. It's 4:07. We're not in a rush. But what's a good time limit for clock game today, chat? What you thinking? What y'all thinking, chat? I'm going to leave it up to y'all. What y'all thinking for clock game today? 4 minutes? Mike, you crazy. That ain't even clock game. Most of these people talk for 4 minutes. 3 minutes? Special K, you crazy. Most of these people come out here and talk for 3 minutes. See, Brother L know what the hell to do, He say from 1.5 minutes to 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes. That's where we're going to sell it at. Appreciate you, Brother L. You a gentleman and a scholar. All right? 2 minutes. That's all I'm going to give you. That's all I got. All right. Let's get into it. Let's start with, we never get to Adrian early. Let's get to Adrian first. What's up, Adrian?
What's going on, Voch? How you doing?
Man, life good. I can't complain about nothing, my good sir. Your time starts now. What you got for the show today?
So one thing that I'd like to talk about is that I like how even our fans are starting to talk about how good Mike McCarthy is being with the team overall.
Yes, sir.
You know, like you said, he's seeing everything from, you know, he's looking at the long game. He's letting everybody else handle the short game. We're noticing that people are starting to stay healthier, tired. You know, the guys that used to be hurt often are now being hurt less and they're being more available. So I don't see that as a coincidence.
Yeah, man, let me pause your time. Yeah, man, Mike McCarthy does have a good handle on long game, on when to, I would say, deploy his installments when it comes to the good plays, I guess. And yeah, we, you know, even this year and the last couple of years, we've been better later. That's something that me and Will Steele was saying yesterday. You know, in the Jason Garrett era, how many times were we good early and terrible later? It seems to be the inverse now. We're good early. We still have a little figuring out to do, but we ended up being fantastic later. Go ahead.
Right. And I'm really glad that, you know, I guess the good thing about Dak that we're seeing is that anytime you add any player that has traits, you're seeing that player flourish in this offense, regardless, you know, of whether it's under McCarthy or Jason Garrett. We're watching players flourish under Dak.
Sure. Now, I will say, Dak has earned people a lot of money out here. Cedric Wilson, Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, Randall Cobb. It's been a couple people that Dak will throw the ball to him, and all of a sudden, them dudes good enough to play on some other team. So I do push back a little bit, and I do feel like Dak has been good enough at, you know, good at doing that his whole life, his whole career, I believe.
Right. And then last thing, I'm really thinking that, the next time we see San Francisco, if we do have to see San Francisco, is that, we're going to be way more prepared. I think our team's going to play with way more physicality. Because even I heard Zach Martin say, well, we just kind of didn't know what to expect from them. And now that they have kind of that feeling, I feel like we're going to look at them differently and like, hey, we're going to bring them hands with us the next time we see you. It's on site.
Man, I feel you on that though, bro. But there's no way you walk into those 2 playoff games and get whooped the same fashion you got whooped in your 3rd game of the regular season, and you look me in the face and go, hey man, I ain't had no clue they was gonna do all that, bro. No way. But you got 40 more seconds, Adrian. Go ahead.
And I guess the last thing is that
all right, man, I lied, man. I gotta go ahead and get you up out of here, man. You had 2 seconds, Adrian. My fault, man. I lied, bro. I gotta get you up out of here, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call. Let's get Spock on the phone, see what he's talking about. What's up, Spock?
Yo. Hey, what's up, watch? Hey, check it out. So last week, you were breaking down Dak wearing his black jacket and all that stuff.
Yes,
Look,
sir.
bro, he ain't Dak Prescott no more. He's Dark Prescott. That dude is Dark Prescott.
Okay.
He's out there with them eyes. He's looking
black.
serious. He's looking furious.
Yeah.
That's it. Dark Prescott. No more.
Yeah.
But check this out. So I'm not sure whenever you're going to break down the Eagles, their O-line, but something that the Bills did for the first half of their game, and the Niners did the whole half, the entire game. My bad, the entire game. They rushed with 4 the entire game, right? They rushed with 4, and they never over-penetrated their 2 D-line, their outside left and right D-line, and their 2 tackles.
Yeah.
They rushed about 3 or 4 yards, and then they held.
Yeah.
And then what you saw was Jalen. He just stood there with the ball. The Bills did that in the first half, and they held him to nothing. And then you saw him throwing the ball away.
Right.
Then you saw in the second half the Bills, they kind of got away from that.
Yeah.
And then that's when Jalen started running up the middle.
Right.
So then with the Niner game, what you saw was the same exact thing. They came out the same way. They rushed 4, they didn't blitz.
Yeah.
They rushed 4. The 2 defensive ends held their lanes, and the 2 defensive tackles, they held their lanes. They didn't let him run up.
Yeah.
So what you saw was immediately Jalen Hurts. He's back there holding the ball for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. He's throwing it away.
Yeah.
So what happened was the only time you saw Jalen be able to run was when one of the 2 defensive ends crashed inside. Then Jalen ran outside, and that's when he got some yards. So Jalen got exposed, bro. So when you do your film breakdown, you're going to see that it's so blatant. Jalen still is not on par as a passer yet.
Yeah. Okay,
he
so
is
you
not even close, brother.
Okay, so you said I need to watch which game you said now?
Both. Watch the first.
Hey man, yo, we just never gonna know what game you talk about, man. We gotta get you up out of here, Spock. That's your time, dog. My fault, man. We gotta get you up out of here. Man, I guess we'll never know. Because we'll never know. He was talking about the Bills. He was talking about Bills and the 49ers. It's all good, man. We'll figure it out. We'll cross the road and we'll get there. Jamal, what up?
What up, big bro?
What's good with you, man? What you got? Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go. Go ahead, please.
Bro, I just wanted to tap in with y'all's
yes, sir.
taking notes on when you was talking about Dak and him. You asked the question of if anybody remembers Dak being this confident.
Right.
And I remember Dak's been this confident his whole career throwing the ball.
Right.
I don't think I've seen Dak confident utilizing his legs like he is since his rookie or second year when he gave Josh Norman that stiff arm out there in Washington. I ain't seen Dak that physical since about then, and I think that leg injury had a lot to do with him being apprehensive. So I give a lot of credit to Mike McCarthy pushing that agenda into Dak that, look, bro, you only got 2.5 seconds. 2 hitches, use your legs, 5 and slide. You people are not giving Mike McCarthy enough credit for developing Dak Prescott into an elite quarterback now. I've always felt Dak is elite, but you can't argue with it anymore than with all the evidence that you see this year. He has elevated his game to the next level. When you got Aaron Rodgers talking about you one of his favorite quarterbacks to watch right now, you're doing something right. Jake Ferg, bro, I saw this on Twitter and I have to agree. We ain't had an attitude.
The conference has been unlocked.
A receiver like we have in Jake Ferg since Dez Bryant, bro. And Jake Ferg is developing into something nice. Fluid hips, Dalton Schultz could never. I mean, this boy he just showed you he could take a 5-yard pass and turn it into a 15-yard game. So I just, this here, man, I'm just excited for this season going forward. Much love to you, Voch. I appreciate you having me on every chance I call in, bro. I love you, and I appreciate all the prayers from you, Scott, and the Dallas Cowboy fam. Thank you, everybody. Keep praying for me.
Well, Jamal, I do have a response though, sir. And once again, we love you, bro. Praying for you and all that good stuff. I do have a response because you did make me think of something, right? They all saying, Dak is confident. And, in my mind, Dak has been confident, sure, but maybe what they saying is he's confident since being injured. You know what I'm saying? Because he's had the whole thumb thing, the calf thing. Broke his ankle and all that. So maybe he's confident enough to run. He's confident enough to throw and not worry about banging his thumb into some D line or something like that. So maybe you on to something. That's a fantastic point. You made me think about that.
I do have one more question for you, Bob, before you get me up out here.
Can't do it, my guy. That's the time. That's your time. That's your time.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Hey man, they just get so confident on that. They get so confident, boy. They just get so confident, boy. They go, shit, I got time. I can squeeze this in. Ain't the rules. TC say that's corny. What's corny? I laid the rules out before we did it. What's corny? I say y'all got 2 minutes. What you mean? I'll pause it when I start talking. That's the rules. What do you mean it's corny? What are you talking about? Hey, Voch, let me ask you one more question. What you got? Who is this in the chat that say, Voch, let me ask you one more question? Yeah, go ahead and ask your question. I'm listening. Or I'm reading. You supposed to keep up with your Hey, that's the okay. Oh, use me for my bad. Hey, that's the fact. Who said this, Crow? Hey, you got to be keeping up with your time, man. You got to be keeping up with your time, man. Hey, when I talk, I hit that button. I give you. Hey, we pause. I give Oh, Darth Dakota. Hey, I pause, man. I'll let y'all go, man. But shit. Y'all got to be careful, man. Y'all act like Mike McCarthy, bro.
The conference has been locked.
All right, so the other callers that we have on the phone, we don't recognize these calls. We don't know who they are. They aren't platinum. So we're gonna take this down to 1 minute and 15 seconds because we don't know these people. And if they can make a good impression on us, And if they can make a good impression on us, then we'll make them platinum next time they call to get 2 minutes. I think that's fair. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, here we go.
765. What's up? Who this?
Hey, what's up, boss? How you doing, man? This is Drew.
What's up, Drew? What you got for the show today?
Y'all, I just want to say, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. It may be a hot take, but they the best duo in the league right now. I feel like personally.
I agree.
For me.
You know what, Drew?
And,
you know what, Drew? Time out.
Go ahead.
And look, this is me pausing Drew's time. Chat, y'all can look at the phone. I have paused Drew's time at 1 minute and 4 seconds. Drew, there's a lot of people that won't give Dak and CeeDee credit as a tandem because they feel a certain way about Dak or they feel a certain way about Cowboy stuff. Dog, I don't care. It could be Joe and Jamar. It could be it can't be Kirk and Justin.
No.
Even if you want to look at, okay, that's 1 second. Even if you want to look at Tua and like Tyreek or something. Tyreek going crazy because they're giving him the attempts in that offense, right? I'm talking about we got pure as an offensive, like pure as a quarterback making throws and as a receiver making plays. Nobody's doing it better than Dak and CeeDee Lamb right now. Fantastic point, sir. I'm starting your time back up. Go.
Yeah, and also I love how we are getting better throughout the season. And I like how Mike McCarthy's made his adjustments like you brought up. But, yeah, I'm going to keep it up there. I'm going to call you next time. Y'all have a good day, and thank you, Voch. Shout out to Sky.
All right, Drew, I just put you down platinum. Next time you call in, we'll know it's you. You have 42 more seconds, but we're going to go ahead and get you up out of here.
Oh, well, okay, well.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get you up out of here, Drew. My fault. Drew, man, yo, look, when I say you had 45 seconds, you had 45 seconds.
Did you hear what I said?
But you know how it go. And chat, just so y'all know, I ain't playing, man. We at 1:15. That's what we doing. That's the clock. That's the clock. 2:06. What's up? Who this?
Hey, how you doing, Doc?
What's that? Who this?
This is Eric. How you doing?
What's going on, Eric? What you got for the show today?
Well, I just wanted to say congratulations to you guys for being my Seahawks on Thursday night.
Oh, man, the Seahawks fan. Yo, Eric, let me tell you something, man. Your Seattle Seahawks put up a hell of a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. It was a fantastic game. You guys should be incredibly proud of Geno. And I'll tell you this too, Eric. You guys played us so well that I think y'all can beat the Eagles whenever y'all run into them in 2 weeks or so. I think y'all can beat the Eagles.
I think it's possible because that's at home.
Yeah, is that home? Yeah, good point. Sure. Yeah, man. This fantastic game. Eric, let me ask you a question. Outside looking in, you're a Seahawks fan. What do you think about Dak Prescott? Like what's your overall opinion on him?
Dak really impressed me a lot, especially in that fourth quarter when he really needed to step up. Dak stepped up.
Yeah, he did. I agree, and that's good to know that you gave him. Credit and all that, though. Yo, Eric, I thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being a part of this. If you're a fan of the draft, you can just hang around, and we'll be doing draft content in January. So if you just hang around, then maybe I can do some content that's relative to your Seattle Seahawks. How's that sound?
All
right, appreciate you, Eric. Good call, man. Y'all hooligans would be a fool if you thought I was gonna put Eric on clock game. The rest of y'all could be on the clock, But y'all would be a fool if y'all thought I was gonna put Eric on the clock. Not gonna be able to do it. I'm too classy. 203, what's up? Who this?
It's Chef Mac, bro. What's good, man?
I'm definitely putting you on the clock.
A fool, bro.
I'm definitely putting you on the clock. All right, what's good with you, my guys? Chef Mac, what you got for the show, man?
Nah, you ain't supposed to be on the clock. Hey, I only called in to tell you we about to cook some birds on Sunday. That's it, bro.
Oh, okay.
That was about 20.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Nothing else to say.
Hold on, time out. So you wait. Slow down. Look, listen, man. You got a whole minute and 15 seconds. You ain't got to run in.
I see what you're doing to everybody else. You good. I respect you, man. Keep doing your thing. That's it.
I pause your time, Eric. I pause your time when I talk, man. That's the rule. You a Cowboy fan, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought you was the other chef. I thought you was the chef that called in. You was a Giants fan. I don't know if you know him. I don't know if you miss shows or not. But we have this Giants fan named Chef, and he called in. And he was talking crazy about the Cowboys, and I thought you was him. But your Chef, okay, Chef Mac. Let me go ahead and put you in platinum. Let me go, Chef. All right, cool, Chef Mac. Okay, I thought you was the other chef. Okay, cool. So you saying? There we go. So there you go, Chef Mac. So you saying that the Cowboys gonna beat the Eagles, and not only are we gonna beat the Eagles, but we gonna blow them out? That what you saying?
Yes, sir. We're gonna smoke them.
Man, that's fantastic, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here, though, Chef, man. That's your time. That's your time, dog. Chef Mac. Hey, listen, Chef Mac was smart, dog. Chef Mac said, hey, man, 15 seconds, we're going to beat that. But, Chef, what you got to do is you got to hang up. Chef, when I get going, you got to hang up. You got to hang up, Chef. You can't let me hang it. You can't let me stay in there, Chef. You got to be proactive. But I did save you as Chef Mac in the phone, man. So when you call in with no issue, bro. Appreciate you. 304, what's up? Who this?
Hey, what's good? What's good? Hey, Lou, what it do?
What's good with you, dog? You on an airplane right now?
Nah, I'm in the car. I just picked up my son, but I don't want too much time. You cutting him off at the neck. You good. What I was gonna say, bro, the difference between Dak and now and years before is that he has a coach that knows exactly how to get the best out of him. Everybody else before McCarthy was learning on the job.
Sure.
Kellen Moore learning on the job. Jason Garrett learning on the job. Everybody was learning on the job, and Dak elevated them as much as they don't want to give him credit for. He elevated them, and now McCarthy is actually elevating him. And his adjustments are on time. He's the only coach that I've seen that will adjust throughout the season.
Yeah.
And not run 5 curls against a cover 4 or cover 5 or cover 6.
Right.
Consistently.
Right.
But that's all I got to say, man. They keep it running. Dak is going to get the MVP. I want to see what they do in the playoffs because you're going to have to make more adjustments.
Yeah.
From there, we'll see what happens.
So, Liz, let me ask you a question. I just paused your time here. Miss Dorothy called in earlier. She said she was afraid of the San Francisco 49ers. I kind of want to make this a topic next week and just ask everybody. I said I was, but you seem pretty confident. You sound like we're gonna whoop everybody. Dak Prescott getting the MVP. Are you afraid of the San Francisco 49ers, or are you just trying to avoid them? Or do you think that Dak's playing at such a high level he can just go in and whoop anybody?
I'm going to tell you right now, it wouldn't be right if we didn't go through.
You ain't about to tell me right now. We're going to go ahead and get you up out of here, dog. I appreciate you, cuz.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Supers. Let's read them, man. Let's hit refresh, man. Let's hit refresh. Iceberg Q dropped the deuce and says, do we re-sign Tyron? Hey, man, if you can keep him healthy, I don't see why not. If you can keep Tyron Smith healthy, man, I really don't see why not. I don't know, man. You know, there was a part of me coming out of this season, going into this season, coming out of last season. I was like, bro, there's no way that we can trust. There's no way we can trust Tyron Smith going in and out of the season, bro. But hey, man, ever since he been sitting down, dog, ever since he been sitting down, boy, it's been a wrap, man. Marcus Harrison, where Marcus Harrison? Let's go ahead do this. Let's go ahead and do this, man. We good on supers, man. Thank y'all so much. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me and Father Time today. Will Steele's not here, but we're all on the clock. That's me and Father Time today. Marcus Hardison says, don't get lost in your thoughts. Instead, have disciplined thinking. Because a person who thinks all the time without restraint loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusion. Don't get lost in your thoughts. Instead, have disciplined thinking. Because a person who thinks all the time without restraint loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusion. Hey, man, actions speak louder than words, you know? Actions speak louder than words, you know? If you just sit down and think all day, then your reality becomes your reality. It doesn't become the truth. It just becomes your reality. If I just think all day, hey, I want to be great at YouTube with no actions, I'm just sitting up here thinking I'm great at YouTube. You must apply actions to your thoughts, wants, and desires. You feel me? Marcus Hardison, that was fantastic, sir. Marcus Hardison, that was fantastic, sir. All right. Chat. Love y'all to pieces, man. That was fun. It was dope. I enjoyed doing this with y'all, man. Will Steele was off today. It's cool. He'll be back tomorrow. We'll be breaking down the Eagles or something. We'll be breaking down. And you know what? Honestly, what more can we say about the Eagles that we didn't say last time we broke down the Eagles, you know? What more can we say? You know, like, you know, I don't want to be repetitive. I don't want to do I don't want to do the same show twice. So I don't know. Maybe we'll find something to do. We'll do that. I'll spend. I was about to lie and say I'll spend the rest of the day and tomorrow thinking about what we're gonna do. But in real life, and this is just really how it goes. Like 5 minutes before I figure out. Hey man, but it is what it is, man. Chat, love y'all to pieces. Be sure to follow the volume on all of his platforms. Follow Voch Lombardi on all platforms. Follow Voch Lombardi on all platforms, VOCHLOMBARDI, including my Patreon at Voch Lombardi, is where we watch the film. I'm going to be back on there tomorrow. Didn't do today. Went to dojo. Got a little workout in. But tomorrow, definitely after the Yahoo show, we're going to do some Patreon. We're going to look at some offensive philosophies that the Cowboys did last game. It should be fun. And y'all still tap in with my guy, Will Skywalker Steele, Skywalker Steele, and check him out on A to Z Dallas on YouTube in the morning, 8:30 to 10:30. Appreciate him for being the best point guard in the business. The rest of y'all, man, y'all hold down for the dose of woes and peace, whiskey, man. Until next time, volume. Chat, I forgot, man. I forgot, chat. Normally, Will still has like this fancy button that goes and like the intro goes, and the little thingamajig come across the screen, and y'all can hear the beep, and me and him have a little conversation in the background and all that. Like it's normally a cool little thing. It's a cool little thing. Will's not here today, so my outros go a little different when Will Steele's not here. They're a little more barbaric. They're a lot less structured. They're a lot less bells and whistles-y. In real life, when Will Steele's not here, I just kind of look at y'all, say bye, and just go. Normally, that's what happens. Bye.